What's up and welcome back to the channel, B.Silent Gaming. Today I've got two silver rank games where I'm playing Psylocke, and the goal is to simply just to climb out of silver right away. Before we jump in, I would like to say thank you for stopping by, and if you enjoy content like this, please feel free to drop a like, comment, or subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Alright, let's jump into this gameplay. On my team today we have a Cloak and Dagger, a Luna, myself as Psylocke, a Hawkeye, a Rogue, and an Emma on our team. I'm gonna start off by taking this top route here and shooting through the floor. Kind of gives me like a little cut through to get to the other team a little bit quicker. Just trying to get some free damage in on the Wolverine. Nothing much is happening here. They're kind of pushing us a little bit. Just continue to stay in the off angle until the Wolverine spots me. Alright, they take first point. So rotating around as everyone's focused on people coming down main. So the mag focuses me. Just applying poke damage here. My team is starting to drop down a little bit. So starting to fall back with my team a little bit here. Yeah, I seem to struggle when playing against Groots sometimes just because I don't do enough damage to the Groot wall itself. And yeah, my healers are having trouble healing through the Groot wall, so we finally dropped Groot. Rotating around. I have ult pretty early in this fight, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try to pop it. For some reason I was not able to clean up anybody on that, but giving chase to try to stagger this wolf, but he ends up getting away and getting some heals. We've now captured point, so I'll be trying to apply a little bit of pressure to keep them from touching point for a little while. They got 60% to our 10, so I'm gonna focus to Luna. Luna kind of runs away high, and I'm not gonna press to get her. They have to come to us. So they're coming around this way, so just building up ult charge, shooting into the Luna ult. Don't really expect to kill anything, but I end up getting the Phoenix. Ooh, boy. Mag whiffs on his ult. I definitely thought he was gonna drop that one on my head. That mag is one tap. I just cannot get him down. Going after the rocket here. Probably should just be shooting the amp, but the team's kind of down now. Trying to hold point for as long as possible. End up giving up point, and I end up dying in the process. So decent push there. 59%. They were at 60 to start off with, so decent push there. Hopefully we can capture point again. And take this shorter route to try to get back to the fight again. Kind of a bad angle right there. I'm actually more in the line of fire for them, but oh my goodness, I get laid down again. So rough 2 possessions right there. Yeah, just rough 2 possessions right there. Luckily my team touches point. I have ult, so I'm looking to pop ult here as soon as I get an opener. Thought I was gonna get over that little pillar there. That's another bad ult for me. I think that's 2 this game, but I end up taking out Magneto. So I have a rough start right there. 2 okay ults. Didn't really get any kills with it. Hoping to clean that up in the next round. I'm setting up for this fight. I want them to walk out a little bit, and I end up getting pulled by Spider-Man. Shooting down Amp, try to help out my team. Also try not to get hooked by that Bucky. Bucky might be one of the best characters in this game. Oh, and there goes my aim again, where I couldn't get a hit on that Luna, but taking out the Groot, or helping taking out the Groot, helping taking out the Mag, and then Spider-Man just falls off the map. And we somehow walk away with this one with the victory for the first round. Alright, finished this first round 8-2 with 2 final hits, 7.3k damage, 2.7k damage blocked with a 46% accuracy. Not my best round right there. First death I feel like was avoidable. I think the first and the second death were actually avoidable by me, and still just trying to apply pressure here. Not really getting much on the kill department, but that'll pick up eventually. I'd say didn't even really get much of a rollout there. Just kind of staying with the team. See the Spider-Man over there. Just wanted to know that someone knows that he's over there. Then taking the off angle here, my team's running down main. I see my rogue kind of following up from behind, so keeping the Mag's attention so that he doesn't bubble his Luna. And again, they take first point. Oof, our Phoenix gets shot down in her ult. Again, farming free damage on them. Rotating around, I see the Luna. End up taking out the Luna. Not enough damage to take out the Mag, but... And there we go, I end up taking out the Mag. I almost thought I was gonna lose that 1v1 there, but... had to kind of escape out there. Didn't really have much support from my team. And then the Spider-Man catches me. I gotta get out in that situation. I have to have an escape route. He kind of hit me with the quick one-shot combo, so... Usually don't have that issue of dying to that, but right there I did. Getting back into this fight. Looking to just apply some cheap damage. Looking to take out this Groot. Switch to Spider-Man just because trying to keep everyone occupied. I really should be aiming at the Luna here. It's kind of tough when she's playing so close to her team. Oof. Very close to dying. Thank you for the cloak bubble. Had to get out of there. I was taking way too much damage. Luckily my team is pretty good this round, so kind of carrying me a little bit. I shoot at that rocket that was healing from the back there. I hear the Groot, and obviously in this replay you can see where the Groot is, but kind of looking around because I could hear the footsteps. Oh my goodness, an amazing grab by the Emma right there. And shooting down Amp as quickly as possible. Did not get that Bucky. I had him one tap essentially. Not looking to really pop ult too much here until I absolutely need to. Just because they're down a Luna in the fight. Took out Groot. Yeah. There's no need for me to pop ult, so I'm saving ult for next fight. Trying to get better about when I use my ult. A lot of times I use it to try to clean up fights, but it's not really needed. We can use it to stall the next fight out, especially with them being at 99%. Um, all they really need is one capture to in this game. Man, fighting against Moon Knight. For some reason I'm always getting... Oh, look at the pop ult right here. They didn't get any finals with that ult though, but ended up taking out the Moon Knight really quick. Thank you for that cloak bubble that was just randomly sitting there. After that, I'm just trying to help my team clean up everything. Yeah. So they strange portal back to the fight, and I end up getting taken out by the Moon Knight ult. I gotta do better about knowing where that ult is positioned at and not standing in the middle of it. Luckily, my team is up in the fight, so me dying right there isn't the worst thing in the world, but still want to limit the deaths as much as possible. The Rogue ends up the MVP. So in this match, I went 23-4 with 7 final hits, 13k damage, and 4.7k damage blocked. And I even sprinkled in a little healing here with 35 healing, not much, with the new team up. With 44% accuracy also. Again, low death game from my whole team here, so ended up with tied for the most deaths on the team. So working on cutting that down a little bit and then increasing those final hits. Other than that, it was a decent all-around game for me. All right, we're in game 2, and on my team, we have myself as Psylocke, I have a Penny, a Cap, a Mr. Fantastic, a Cloak and Dagger, and an Invis. Yeah, so just kind of just shooting, just building up that ult charge. See the Penny Nest, so I'm gonna try to take down the Penny Nest. Took out the Penny Nest. Now focusing the thing. Feel like he's free ult charge. Any time I've seen him in a match. Oof. Almost died there, standing in the enemy's Penny Nest. Again, primarily focus on taking down that Penny Nest so that my team can apply pressure. Now focusing on the healers. Start targeting Luna. Could not get the final on Luna, but I see the rocket as my Cap is attacking them, so taking out the rocket. Oof. At 36. Taking some damage there. Rotating back to try to help out my Cloak and Dagger with this Wanda. End up taking down the Wanda. And shooting down Penny Nest. Trying to make it as easy as I can for the team. And got hooked by Bucky right there. That could have been really dangerous. Need to do better with my positioning right there so that I don't get hooked. But got hooked by the Bucky again and ended up paying for it. I knew one of these times, if I keep getting hooked like that, standing right in front of him, I was gonna have to pay for it. End up walking out of spawn and just hanging right there. Immediately, as soon as my feet touched outside of spawn, I died. So probably should do better with the rollout right there. Didn't really realize that our spawn was right there where they were standing. Again, Moon Knight is a tough opponent for me sometimes. Not sure if it's because he doesn't have to aim too much when his Ankh is down or what, but I tend to struggle against Moon Knights. See Bucky pop ult. End up taking down the Bucky after he missed on the cap. Team's kind of split up right here. Looking to pop my ult here. Made Luna pop ult, and I end up taking the Wanda out the fight. Really wasn't targeting the Wanda right there. It's more looking for one of their supports, but a pick is a pick. Then shooting down, pinning this. Somehow, this when I standing right beside me. I think I froze him up right there. End up cleaning up the fight. Hopefully, this should be enough to get us the second point. And just trying to take down those spinning nests. End up taking out the penny. See now that they are running Mantis instead, and really good Mantis if she has good aim is a problem. And her cap pop ult. Gonna try to farm some ult charge in here. I was about to say, at the penny one tap, I had to hit my shots right there. Could have cleaned that up a lot earlier. Shooting the rocket amplifier as soon as it comes up. Didn't really get much damage on him, pretty far away from it, but ooh. A lot of ults coming out right here. For some reason, the penny was just standing there completely still. Now I'm looking to pop ult, hoping to get one of these healers. End up getting Mantis. See the rocket, couldn't really hit him. Decided to retreat. I got the penny nest, and now I'm looking to clean up. Now they went Namor, so trying to take out those squids. It can always be a problem. Targeting the rocket here with my cap. And cleaning up the Loki. Taking out the cap, and then taking out the penny. So again, targeting sports first, and working my way back to point that way. Can't really survive without any healing. And that round, 17-2 with 10 final hits, 10.5k damage, and 3k damage taken with a 45% accuracy. So doing pretty good on all fronts. Those 2 deaths could have been avoidable, but overall, a really good round for me. So now we're defending, so I'm gonna be looking for a good spot to set up here. I like to take this up top high ground spot just because a lot of people either can't access up here or don't really look up to shoot, as there's going to be a lot of pressure going down. So taking here, just apply some cheap damage to whoever I see, essentially. Trying to get a good angle. See the cap just forcing its way to point right here, so if I could hit some shots, I would hit some shots on him. See the penny. Looking to take out the penny. Looking at the Wanda. Not really hitting much right here, but just shooting with my team. Return back to high ground. Trying to scope out to see which way they're attacking. Just trying to apply some damage here. See my cloak go down. I see that the cap's low, so trying to take out that cap and not end up getting them. Rotate myself back to point. End up taking out the penny. Now I see that the cap is on me. I don't really have any cooldowns to deal with them, so he ends up taking me out. Not really sure what I could have done differently right there. The cap kind of snuck up on me. Guess better awareness. I was out of cooldowns because I dashed the health pack, but again, getting back to the fight as early as possible. Try to take out the penny nest. I'm at 67 health here, so for some reason you could not kill the penny that was just standing still. This is silver rank here, so sometimes you see some weird things like that. Again, back on the high angle, just applying pressure as I can. Trying to protect point. Since my cloak pop ult, just looking to kind of fight in it essentially. Oh my goodness. Loki ends up taking my ult, and then I end up popping someone. That was a lucky shot. I end up killing the Loki though and taking him out the fight. And then I'm trying to clean up the fight. End up taking out the penny right there, but end up dying to Cap, I believe. He ends up taking me out, of the Wanda. Kind of hard focus on the Wanda. She was one tap for a second. Just trying to stagger them, but also was standing completely still, so that was just bad positioning. Probably should have got up a little bit closer to her. Did some damage that way. And just looking to take out Penny Nest and name more squids. Whole team's dead here. Don't really have cooldowns. Just trying to retreat out to the rest of my team. Hopefully we can get something going when we group. Nothing's really going here, but I'm also standing in a line of sight that's not main, but doesn't really help when the rest of my team also decides to follow the same path that I took. Oh my goodness. This cap is really hard focusing me, so need to keep an eye out on him, make sure I know where he is at all times. A lot of ults going off right now, so just poking out, Getting free ult charge, taking damage again. The cap is just hard focusing me. And that's their support ult, so kind of falling back. End up giving up point for it, but still have another hold coming in, so their cap is doing a pretty good job applying pressure, so I have ult here, so I'm looking to pop ult. I know for a fact that the cloak just popped ult, so she doesn't have it. Kind of looking for an angle for my setup here. It's kind of hard with Namor squids. They're annoying. End up getting hit by the Namor ult, which basically stun locked me. End up paying for it. Don't really know what I can do once he pops that ult. It slows, but it is what it is. Still haven't popped ult here, just looking to help my team clean up the fight. Walk behind, end up getting one, end up getting the Wanda. Just trying to make sure Loki didn't pop runes right there. Again, shooting the penny nest and then shooting the penny. This cap, man. This cap would not let me live. Yeah, I was looking at the Loki right there, looking to take him out the fight. Our cap is up there, forcing Gambit. She ends up getting 4 with that ult, which is a big ult for Wanda. Not really sure what happened right there. Have 2 people on the team that can stun her on that, which is Luna and Penny. I guess neither one of them looked to stun her, so she ends up getting a 4-piece on us. Getting a lot of ults popping here, but we kind of have to hold this corner, so playing a little bit more aggressive. I end up paying for it again with the Namor ult. It hits me. Gotta be better about being aware of Namor ult. Luckily, my team is able to hold for me as I'm trying to get back to this fight as soon as possible to help them out. Yeah. Don't really see much as they walk off a point. And we end up winning this game 3-2. We have our Luna as the MVP. So I end this game 29-7 with 14 final hits, 18.6k damage, 7.7k damage blocked with 39% accuracy. A few senseless deaths in there, so need to clean those up. Need to clean up my position a little bit, but other than that, an overall good game. Still in silver, working on getting out of silver. If you like content like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. I want to say thank you if you made it this far in the video, and until the next time.